What we're going to do is we are going to start working on our cipher. You may remember that the first form of a cipher that we're going to learn about is something called a Caesar cipher. That's where you transfer letters, like if you have a message A, B, C, and you transfer it by one letter, the new message would become B, C, D. Before we get into that, though, there are a few things I want to teach you. I want to teach you something called the for command, and this is kind of an interesting one. It allows you to iterate through a string. So let me show you what I mean by that. So let's say I create a word. Word equals snowy, okay? And then I say for letter in word, print letter. What I do here with this command is I create a new variable on the fly called letter, and I can say for every letter in word, and then Python is smart enough to realize that if there's a part of word, it must be these items, print the letter. So let's go ahead and run this program and see what happens. Snowy, right? If I change the word to Pop-Tart and I run it again, it will print Pop-Tart. So it's iterating through the different letters, and we're going to use the for command in our project. Another function I want to teach you about is something called index. So the way it works is if I have a word like Pop-Tart and I say word.index comma P, it's going to tell me what position the letter P appears in Pop-Tart. Now P has to be in quotes because this is a string. So if I say print word.index P, it should print 0. Let's see. And it's telling me that the letter P is in the first position of Pop-Tart. P here would be 0, O, and then the next P would be 2. So if I said print word.index P, little p, that's going to be 2, the second position. And I don't know what happens if you do this. If you go Pop-Tart, so there's 2 P's in this word. And if I say, what about big P, it's in 2 positions. It's in 0 and 2. It says it only shows you the first position. So it tells you where in this string, because it gave me 0 here, where in this string would I find the letter Pop-Tart. The last function that we're going to use to create our Caesar cipher is something called modulo. Now the way modulo works is it looks at the remainder of a number. So let's say I have number equals 15, and then I say print number modulo, which is the thing above 5, it's a percent sign, print number modulo 5. Now 15 divided by 5 is 5 goes into 15 exactly 3 times. So the answer is 0. But if I say modulo 14, how many times does 14 go into 15? It goes in once, and this will print the remainder. So that's the remainder. If I said 10, let's see, how many times does 10 go into 15? It goes in once with a remainder of 5. So there's the remainder of 5. So I'm going to be using the modulo command, I'm going to be using the for command, and I'm going to be using the index command to create my Caesar cipher. And you just learned all of them pretty darn quickly. Don't worry if you don't remember them, because I'll show you how to use them in the next video.